This is really exciting. You know, we had this guy.
If not unprecedented.
Yes, many times on the show in the past, but it's been a long time since he's been here. Let's introduce the former governor of Illinois, Blagojevich.
Hello, gentlemen.
I must say your appearance here is a surprise. Dane and I thought the last we saw you were entering that federal prison in Englewood, Colorado.
That's true, but if I want to make sure that my name is going to be vindicated, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure that there's a wonderful play called Blagojevich at a theater in Chicago, the best theater town in America, that vindicates me and my administration.
When might that play be?
Blagojevich is going to be September 7th at the Athenaeum Theatre. It's a play that encapsulates a man, a common civil servant trying to do his best for the people of the state of Illinois.
And I hear there's a guy named Darren, some local actor who looks a lot like you.
Who bears some resemblance to the governor, yes, and he's involved in this production,
Now,
yes.
wait a minute. I hear this, Governor, or ex-governor. I hear a certain sense of you're seeking vindication, but wait a minute, there was a jury, there was a grand jury, there was an indictment, there was a 76-page federal information that was filed on the day you were arrested in December of 2008, and then you were convicted.
We can talk, we can split hairs here all you want, Mike, about what being convicted means, what 17 out of 20 counts means. We can talk about that all day long, but I think, I'm a lawyer too. It seems to me there was a man trying to do good. Political horse trading is what it was, and it just went down the wrong way, if you ask me.
Now, I know that a lot of our audience out there are parents and may want to take nieces, nephews, friends. Is this a family show, or is there going to be a lot of bleeping in here?
Well, I'm saying it's maybe not the best freaking play for the family to attend. There's all kinds of things, but if you're a dad that has the testicular virility to bring your whole family to a play like this, then maybe that's something you should consider doing.
Are we going to hear music in this show?
Oh, there'll be some music. I'm inspired by Elvis Presley, and so Elvis himself has a strange ghostly presence. He makes a strange ghostly appearance in this play, so we're going to see some Elvis.
Now, Governor, you showed me several times. I visited your house back before the late unpleasantness that visit by the FBI, and you showed me the picture of you as a young man with Richard Nixon.
Yes. Well,
you were in your jogging togs, and there was Nixon coming down a townhouse, outside a townhouse in New York City.
He's a great man. He's a great man. He had a lot to say. He went to China. He came back from China. What more can you say?
But he had a little problem with the legalities of what he did as well at the end of his term.
Nixon had some tapes he wanted to hide. I wanted my tapes to get out into the world. So there's some similarity there. He had a wife named Pat. I have a wife named Patty. There's a lot of similarity.
I always wanted to know, what was it like, that phone ringing at 6 o'clock in the morning, you pick it up and it's Robert Grant, head of the Chicago FBI, on the other end of the line?
Well, that was a day that'll live in infamy in my family and my history, and I have to say it was a heck of a shock. It was a freaking shock. That's what it was, and let's just say it made my run that morning a little bit different than usual.
All right, so let's get the record straight here. The jury convicted you for selling President Obama's U.S. Senate seat. The former U.S. Attorney, Pat Fitzgerald, was so outraged he said Abraham Lincoln would be spinning in his grave. Explain what you were doing with that seat.
Well,
if you weren't selling it, what was going on?
There are some political dealings, some ordinary political horse trading. Mike, Dane, I don't have to tell you what makes the wheels go round. If I were generating energy in this state, perhaps I'd maybe harness that spinning Lincoln to maybe generate a little power of electricity. But all I'm saying is that there are some deals. There's some politicians currently in power that maybe have some things to say. If they play the whole tape, we talk about this in Blagojevich. If they play all the tapes, maybe we'd learn a little bit about what happened.
And speaking of the play, I understand you get a little help from you actually have some playwrights that may have helped you with this a little bit?
Yes, Mike Feinstein, this great kid, has written a great play that helps vindicate my entire administration, that helps tell the real story about what happened on those.
But of course, all the words are yours.
A lot of the words are mine, yes.
Right. Now we're going to be, when we come back, we're going to have reporter notebooks. But what's the favorite Elvis song in the old cell block that you and the inmates
Well, now that you mention it, Warden threw a party in the county jail. Prison man was there and I began to wail. Down the ground jumping and began to sing. You had heard that knocked out jailbird sing. Let's rock. Everybody, let's rock. Everybody in the whole cell block was dancing to the jailhouse rock. Rock, 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 rock.
We will be right back.